They missed him by inches. A missile crashed into his bedroom, but he walked away alive. The leader found his name on a secret hit list, not once, but twice, and are turning into something much louder. To understand why this fight feels different, we must start with the one man Iran never forgets. To Iran's leaders, Donald Trump was more than just a political opponent. He was a direct. After canceling the 2015 nuclear deal, tightening sanctions, and killing General Qasem Strike, Trump became Tehran's top enemy. According to Netanyahu, Iran plotted to assassinate the former president not once, but twice. Attempts failed, but exposed how far Iran was willing to go. During a past confrontation, a missile landed frighteningly close to his bedroom. Though he escaped unharmed, it was actively targeting the individuals it blamed for its regional losses. They were part of a broader strategy to eliminate figures who had caused Iran deep strategic damage. Trump's maximum pressure campaign and reduced its ability to project power. Oil exports and international banks froze Iranian assets. At the same time, ramped up its shadow war. Israeli airstrikes hit Iranian positions in Syria and Iraq. Cyber attacks disabled Mossad agents tracked and eliminated key Iranian officials. Among the most striking operations was his deputy, right in the heart of Tehran. These bold strikes showed that neither Israel nor the nuclear and missile programs to grow unchecked. Israeli intelligence estimated Iran could build up to 10,000 missiles annually within 3 years if left alone. These men weren't just enemies, but obstacles to regional dominance and nuclear power. The regime's goal wasn't just papal. But Tehran wasn't just seeking revenge, but preparing for. Israel didn't wait for the next attack. It moved first. Over the past year, Israeli targeting Iran's nuclear and military infrastructure. These were not random missions. They were focused on its rise as a regional missile and nuclear power. Many of these strikes hit facilities hidden in. Israeli intelligence had been mapping Iran's secret sites for years, and now it acted. Isfahan, multiple air-to-surface missiles destroyed a uranium enrichment facility that was believed to be central. More shocking was what happened inside Tehran. 2 top officials, the director and agency, were killed in a daylight operation. No group officially claimed responsibility, but Iranian officials quickly blamed the Mossad. The Israel shadow war, signaling that no place, not even the capital. Israeli defense sources warned that if left untouched, Iran's factories could produce up to 10,000 within just 3 years. That number could overwhelm any defense system in the region. They were a direct warning that Israel would not allow such a future to take shape. Each attack was calibrated to dismantle Iran's underground military, from power plants and guidance systems to fuel depots and missile assembly sites. The goal was clear: stronger. Each strike was a message, and a warning Iran could not ignore. Instead, it launched a series of precision airstrikes deep into Iranian territory. These had military infrastructure and halting its nuclear ambitions before they could become unstoppable. According to Israeli intelligence, Iran was building a network that could soon produce up to 10,000 ballistic missiles per year. A threat that the targets included hidden nuclear facilities, factories spread across Iran. Strike hit near Isfahan, damaging an advanced uranium enrichment center. This site to reach weapons-grade nuclear capability. By hitting it, Israel sent a clear message. It would act before the danger. The boldest move happened in the heart of Tehran. In broad daylight, the director and deputy director of Iran's leading intelligence agency, though Israel did not take credit, Iranian officials quickly blamed Mossad. The strike showed that Iran's capital was within reach. It wasn't just a military blow. It shattered Iran's sense of beyond killing leaders and destroying hardware. These attacks disrupted command structures and delayed missile production at logistics routes, fuel depots, and guidance system labs. Every strike was chosen to create long-term damage, not just. This campaign marked a shift from reactive defense to. Israel didn't wait to intercept missiles, it went after the launch pads. It is believed that waiting would only lead to a future where of rockets ready to launch. Each strike was a message, and a warning Iran could not ignore. Fast and loud. Within 48 hours of the Israeli counterattack using more than 250 ballistic missiles aimed at across Israel. It was one of the most significant single missile operations since 2020. Analysts. But what shocked the public even more was the result. 300 others injured. Israel's air defense systems, including the Iron Dome platforms, intercepted most of the incoming missiles. The system is perfect. A few warheads broke through, hitting Tel Aviv and Haifa residential areas. The damage was real, and the images of burning buildings and injured children flooded social media within minutes. Cost of striking first. Military experts noted that this wasn't just a symbolic response. Various missile types, including Shahab 3 and Dezful, whipped over long distances. The attack appeared to test Israel's defense layers and expose weaknesses. While Iran claimed the strikes were limited and justified, the sheer a show of strength meant to shift the balance of fear. Purpose. By attacking so widely, Iran was alike that it could project power far beyond its borders. This force could be seen as a green light to escalate in other areas for groups like Hezbollah. This wasn't just retaliation. It was nuclear signaling in plain sight. In the middle of rising casualties and public pressure, it offered a ceasefire. But the proposal came with a condition. Israel had to stop its airstrikes immediately. He called it a dangerous game of words. Design's missile factories kept running. For him, accepting Netanyahu's rejection wasn't just political, it was personal. He accused to manipulate international media and divide public opinion. A temporary pause would not stop Iran from producing new weapons or expanding its. We've seen this tactic before. They paused the war, but the threat grows. Instead of backing in people, he called on them to rise against their great nation trapped by a brutal regime. His speech reached millions through satellite TV among Iran's younger generation. The Israeli leader framed the conflict not as a war between two countries, but as a fight between a free world. Meanwhile, military operations continued. Israeli jets hit several more targets near Isfahan. Iran responded with cyber attacks on Israeli banks and energy systems. The digital front sides targeting civilian infrastructure. The refusal to compromise revealed the deeper nature of this war. It's not just about self-defense. It's about making sure Iran never becomes a nuclear power. Restraint could be seen as a weakness in the eyes of its allies. For Netanyahu, this war isn't about land. It's about legacy. Israel has made it clear. Borders. It's about stopping a nuclear regime that could soon threaten the entire world. warned that if Iran succeeds in building a large arsenal of nuclear-capable missiles, the global balance of power could shift dangerously. Waiting to happen. Israel is acting alone to prevent that future, but not without experience. During its significant support. This includes air defense batteries and even joint drills to prepare for mass drone attacks. Iranian UAVs that attempted to cross Israeli airspace. What makes this conflict different is how deeply Israel has gone. Its F-35 stealth fighters reached Tehran and returned safe. Israeli officials describe this as creating an aerial highway right into the enemy's capital. They claim to have cracked Iran, which was once considered nearly impenetrable. This success didn't come from brute force alone. Israeli intelligence all played key roles. They targeted radar systems, communications hubs, to clear a path for the fighter jets. Textbook example of modern hybrid warfare, where missiles, malware together. Iran has satellite images and leaked footage tell another story. And Iran's military has shifted resources to defend deeper targets. The question isn't what's next, but how far both sides are willing to go. It's a struggle over power, survival, and global security. Israel is striking to stop a nuclear threat. Iran is hitting. With both sides refusing to step away, the next move may not just decide the war. And that wraps up what Navy Secret has to share with you today, bringing you the most authentic, up-to-date insights, military strategists, and political researchers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. Support is what drives us to create even more high-quality, in-depth. Your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for our next video.